Geminis, this is going to be for October 25th through the 27th. And let's get straight into it. Keep in mind, this is general. So you only want to take what applies to you and, of course, leave the rest. And if you want a personal, at any point, just check out the information listed in the description. Geminis, October 25th through the 27th. For this time frame. Set your intentions. You're never alone. Be clear on your intentions is something that I heard immediately. And when I say that, this is making sure with the things that you say you want or the things that you believe that you would like, there's a need for you to be set in that and not changing or wavering based off of the circumstance or situation at the moment. So when I say this, when it comes to manifestation, if you change your desires or wants like every single day, one day you're like, look, I want new love. I want, a new job. I want this. And then the next day it's like, well, I want to stay in this toxic relationship. Can you make it work, universe? It's like your desires shifting and changing with your moods. That should never be the case, because all that does is confuse the universe, confuse spirit, confuse God in regards to what you ultimately want. Okay, so first you need to make sure that there's no confusion on your end so that the universe isn't confused with what they deliver in your life. I'm also hearing like, be careful what you wish for. So it's kind of like that genie in a bottle situation where like, people wish and desire for certain things, but they're not specific in what they want, and they just start manifesting a whole bunch of BS. You want to be careful of doing that too, where your intentions are not clear enough. It's very vague. Like, oh, I want to be married one day. Well, do you want to be married to someone toxic or do you want to be in a healthy marriage? Okay. It's like being very specific in the things that you say you want so that there's no mixing up of the details. Also understanding that the universe is always with you, even in situations where it feels like they're not. Or situations where you feel like the universe is even plotting against you in a sense. That's not happening. Okay? Life consists of a lot of different experiences, and unfortunately, some of the experiences are difficult, but spirit will never put you through anything that you won't be able to make it out of or that you will never learn from. But getting deeper into this, when it comes to the present situation, I do have the 9 of Cups in reverse. So currently, this is you recognizing what you're not too fond of and what you're not here for anymore, okay? Why is this 9 of Cups in reverse? Yeah, some of you are starting to realize that something isn't glittering like how it used to, or everything that glitters isn't gold. After realizing that you didn't really think things through with the particular situation, you may be romantically interested in someone who's still attached to someone else, or someone who's emotionally closed off. Like they have a hard time opening up. They're not emotionally available in some sense. You could be having a lot on your mind as well during this time frame. Like you could be just thinking all types of thoughts. So definitely slow down when it comes to like feeding into some of those negative thoughts that you may have flooding in. Now, recent past, I have the 7 of Swords. So you may have been dealing with somebody who's sneaky or a bit of a liar. Someone who isn't completely honest about things. Shoot, some of you may have been actually being a little bit sneaky because this is showing up as the Swords. Okay. It's either or. Take this reading how it applies. But I see like sneaky energy. You may have caught your person like sneaking and texting other people or doing stuff. And you may have been debating on whether or not you want to stop living with them, or get divorced, or leave the home you guys share. But for a lot of you may have decided to keep the relationship intact because this may be like a long long-term relationship, somebody who you really care about. Some of you may have also noticed that someone you're interested in is like avoidant when it comes to getting into a committed relationship, because again, they may still be attached to the person they have kids with or something. Anywho, future energy, I have the Queen of Cups in reverse. So you may be finding yourself emotionally disconnecting. But this is after, like, you guys may kind of go off on somebody. Yeah, you may go off on somebody because they're not taking in consideration of your feelings or something. And then you may decide to, like, stop giving them energy, stop showing them any type of love after feeling like you're not getting anything back from it. Some of you also could be like just aggravated with the fact that you may be working a job where it feels like you do more than what you get paid for. And you may be looking at other opportunities to kind of step your financial situation up if you were to quit your current job. Now, outside influences, I do have the Judgment card in reverse. So an outside influence could be the fact that you and someone haven't reconciled yet. It could be causing you to move in this way of like, okay, I want new love. Or even shutting down for some of you. It's either or here. Also, this could be you guys trying to correct a lot of like personal decisions that you may be realizing now are kind of like mistakes. So that could have a lot to do with the moves that you're making during this time frame. Now, advice or actions you should take with the Three of Wands. This is looking at the long term and how in the long term things are going to play out for you. If you know in the long term you want to be married, you want to have a serious relationship, you want to be in a certain financial position, you guys need to make sure that what you're doing actually aligns with that. If you know that in the next 3 months you want to move out, for instance, are you doing things right now, today, to make that a reality? If you could honestly say no, then there's some changes you need to make. Clear as day. I know it sounds more simple than what it actually may be, but sitting down with yourself is going to really put things in perspective. And it's good to kind of put the mirror in your face and be like, well, what do I need to do? What do I need to work on? Now, possible challenges that may come up during this time frame, I have the Page of Cups. So this is you guys dealing with somebody who has not grown up yet emotionally. It's like pulling teeth, getting some sort of serious commitment out of this person, or it's like they can only offer puppy love or like flirtatious energy, but nothing more than that. Some of you guys may also be feeling a little emotionally petty during this time frame. You could really lay into somebody with this energy if you're not careful. But yeah, some of you are having a hard time moving on from like a goofball here. Or somebody who, like I said, is not at a level to where they're either expressing their feelings enough to you to where you know how they even feel about you, or it's literally like they can only go so far in terms of what they could offer. Now, outcome with the Page of Wands. A lot of you are going to be focused more so on like creative projects, things that make you feel excited, passionate. You may be feeling inspired by a fire sign, an Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo in some way. Okay. Like I said, you guys may really lay into somebody. This may be actually that fire sign. Okay. They may be irritating you, especially if there's a love interest. You could be losing a level of patience with this person. But this is what I see in terms of the energy. I hope that this reading was helpful in any way. If you took something from it, definitely thumbs it up and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one.